retired couple who sold everything and bought a boat, with the intention of living the dream in our 30 years. So a couple of weeks ago we put a video out showing us coming back from Amble across Drudridge Bay. Why does Drudridge Bay suffer in South Westerly winds when it's on the east coast? Well, you've got the Cumbrian Mountains, you've got the North Pennines, and you've got the Northumbrian Hills. And what you have is a gap of low-lying land when southwesterly winds come through that blow into the southern part of Drudridge Bay, just where we hit bad seas on what was a beautiful day for running down the east coast. Now that is my personal view, not scientific. And another beautiful day. I think summer's here for a couple of days. We're going to head down to Runswick Bay again. Hopefully the winds will play ball with us and we'll be there overnight. We will wait and see what happens. I'm just going to have a steady plod. I'm going to go against tide because the high tide is this evening, so it'd be late afternoon if we were to follow the tide down, but then we've got plenty of time to decide. Once again, absolutely stunning out here today. We're just passing Saltburn. A little bit misty on the shore.
Is this down to sea?
Runswick is behind a headland that's just starting to show itself through the mist. It's burning off. Beautiful sunshine. Well, we've arrived in Runswick Bay. We're about an hour before low tide here. So it's a lot different to when we came the other week, because we came in at high tide. We're currently in 3.5 metres of water. I've dropped about 24 metres of chain out. So we've got quite a good scope out. There's no wind, absolutely no wind. I've just got to be aware of the incoming tide when that starts to come, but obviously then the depth is going to go up and it's only going to drop, well, probably 1/4 metre, something like that, between now and bottom of the tide.
do you want to be?
Well, I thought we'd go for a walk that way.
You're going to go that up to...
No, I thought we'd go for a walk that way.
Great beach, Little Ava, and Bigger Ava is sat out there, bobbing around a little bit. So we're down on the beach at Runswick Bay. It's just about low tide now. It's quiet, kids have gone back to school, 1 or 2 kids about. I guess they've either not gone back to school or schools are shut because of the rack. From a distance they look like bricks, but in grey mud, but they're not. They're in a grey sediment, but red stones. These indentations almost look like footprints going off. There's a trail of them. And that's one of the red formations broken open. Unfortunately, being sat at anchor and being all electric has meant we have to break the silence. Got the generator running, the oven is on, and dinner is on its way. So, cooking dinner. Air fryer.
I'm drinking Coke. But no, the gen is on, as you can hear, because it's not in its soundproof boxes yet. And yeah, I've got the salad ready and pizza in the oven on the pizza setting. 5 minutes to go.
So there is a healthy part to the dinner. So there's the salads.
With mini cucumbers. That's so big are the cucumbers.
So I wish I could say that was a wonderful night at anchor. It wasn't the best of nights. We didn't drag. We've had no drag whatsoever. We've got no wind. But with the high tide, and we swung round to face the shore, we got a swell coming in, and it was slapping up the back of us all night long until this morning. Tide's turned, and round about 4 o'clock-ish, I think it was, we swung back to facing the sea, and but there is still a little bit of a swell, so it was a bit of a rolly night, and Janet doesn't like motion. And there's the next thing. Well, it's not too bad. It's misty. It's not like it was yesterday at all. We've got a heavy mist. Visibility's all right, so it'll be fine to leave.
Doing 6.1 metres.
had a bit of a swell when it came to lifting the anchor, and so I was bobbing around a little bit on the bow. I must say it's much easier lifting the anchor with the electric winch. However, we hit a bit of a snag. We have a swivel on the end of our chain plus a shackle, and the two locked together, so the anchor was at 90 degrees to the chain, which gave me a little bit of a problem, and it wouldn't free. As much as I struggled with it and tried jiggling it around, it would not move at all. So I ended up tying the snubber line to the anchor and lifting the whole thing up onto the deck. And as soon as I got the weight off it, weight of the anchor off the chain, it all came apart again. So there was a little bit of a bouncy move. I was on my hands and knees a bit, with my head hanging right over the bowsprit, which isn't good for motion sickness, but I was fine, I was okay. And then we just had to dangle the anchor back down. Now I did operate the foot pedal at the same time to lift the chain up, just so that I didn't have too much length dangling down and risking smashing back into the bow, especially with the swell. It was about half a metre of swell coming in, and so it was a little bit uncomfortable. That was it. And we were in then for quite a misty run back home, and it was a misty run back home, quite swelly, and we were being bounced around by the time we got back to our entrance to Loch In. So what a difference a day makes.
These are what you've got to watch out for. So this morning it's Canopy clean. The main hood, we don't take it down very often, but it's gone very green. I don't think we cleaned it at all last time. So that's it. Wow, that brought a sweat on. So we're just giving it a scrub down. We use a product called Patio Magic to scrub our canvases. Just a very, very weak solution of it. It seems to take all the green off without any problem.